see AC/DC if they were actually coming here, but they're not coming here this time. The Metallica show, it's Suicidal Tendencies. I like them. Pantera, and then Metallica. Yeah. I remember on the Kiss cruise like 10 years ago, Doc McGee called that shit because we were sitting with Doc, and he said, "I've got an idea." He says, "I'd like to manage Pantera." He says, "I want him to get Zach Wild to play guitar and get Pantera back together." He said that like 10 years ago. I said, "Damn, that's genius." So Doc called that shit years ago. Did I tell you about the Kiss in Las Vegas thing that I'm going to? Oh no, they're playing. They're gonna play, but people are like, "Dude, told you they're getting back together." It's like, no, they're not. Like it's a private show. Like, and they said before they ever retired, they said one-off, non-makeup shows on the cruise and shit like that will happen, but that's all they're doing. It's right now. It's Gene, Paul, Tommy, and Bruce. I figure Eric will be there. Ace might be there, but right now it's just confirmed Gene, Paul, Tommy, and Bruce. I figure we're all wondering like why haven't they confirmed Eric yet? But I don't know what's going on with Eric. She's all right. We adopted a little feral cat off the street, and she's been fun. She's a tiny little white cat. She's got a blue eye and a green eye, and you can tell she do what? No, we got three cats, but she's a new one, and it wasn't even my idea to get her. I was shocked when Nanny said she wanted her because some lady across the road was rounding up all the stray cats around here and getting them fixed, and then going to bring them back and set them loose again. And she asked if we wanted one, and she got them all fixed, and we took the little white one. You can tell she's grown up in the wild because she didn't know how to act with people. She wasn't like hateful or nothing. She was just scared to death. But over the last week or so, she started approaching me, and she'll let me pet her and rub her head. And she sits in my room all day now next to me. She still gets jumpy, but she trusts me at least. I'll be so happy when. Where's it at? Oh, okay. Yeah, because they've been 45 miles. I tell everybody. I try to tell everybody. Here comes a recession. They don't care because the only thing they care about is getting to hate black people, gay people, and anybody else they don't like, and he validates all that. So they'll sacrifice anything else as long as they can be racist and hateful, bigoted pieces of shit. That's all that matters. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to call her after the race if I don't get the miles in for her. Oh, okay, good. I had to call my mama. I'm like Mr. T. I guess I love my mama, even though she's kind of an asshole. But I'll get my stream up on my phone. Hopefully, my power doesn't randomly flicker like it did last night when I was playing Last of Us. What's up, Dylan? I think Homestead was really good. I think Vegas was really good. I think Kansas and Charlotte will be really good. We know this car race is good on Mile and a House. We know this. Even Texas was a good race. Not saying it was great, but even Texas was good. Let's see. Who's on board camera do I want to start with? Who's on board camera do I want to start with? Probably somebody in the top 10 or 12. I'm going to go because I'm intrigued by Trackhouse. Actually, fuck it. I'm going to go to Ross Chastain. He's starting further back. He won here last fall. He didn't have a good qualifying effort. Suarez put it in the top 10, but Chastain didn't qualify so well. Hey, everybody, congratulations. You've made it to your final NASCAR on Fox points race of the season. Woohoo! Yeah! All-Star race is the last race on Fox till February. Fuck yeah. That alone makes me want to go to the All-Star race, but I'm not going if it costs more than 50 to 60 bucks. Dylan, has your guy got tickets? I mean, if he was selling them for like 50 bucks, I'd probably go, but I like the, you can't rig this shit, can you? Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher starting first and second. Just like where they finished last year. Buescher's out for revenge. Be right back. Yeah, it's just about to start. Where's the comments? Good bulls. I'd say I didn't hear any radio on Ross's fucking camera thing until just now. I was a little worried. Ooh, I slept. Well, okay, so I think I went to bed at like 4, maybe a little before 4. Woke up around 9, ate some breakfast, went back to sleep, and next thing I know, it's 2:15. And I'm like, I better get my ass out of bed and take a shower and get ready to watch this race. Two of our next 3 races are good, Kansas and Charlotte. So. Two-time Kansas winner Kyle Larson. Slick, hot racetrack. You need all that you can get with these kind of cars that don't slide. You hear William Byron casually burying the Cup car after the truck race. William Byron, and that was a night race. The trucks raced at night, and Byron would say, "Man, it was so fun. Just slide that right rear around. Just slide around here. Can't really do that on Sundays." And I was like, "Ah." I gotta watch the race, and then I think I'm playing Last of Us multiplayer with some friends. I might stream that, and then before I go to bed, I'm watching the Last of Us TV show and The Walking Dead. That's the rest of my day, I think. Like what Denny Hamlin said about the promoter's caution for the All Star race at Wilkesboro. He said, "Okay, so what? Throw a caution, bunch us back up, drop the green, get a restart, and oh look, we still can't pass each other." So, what is the point? Excuse me. This has been a very strong Toyota top racetrack. I know Larson's been good here. Chastain and Suarez have been good here, but Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick and hell, Bubba Wallace has won here. Poor Denny blew up at Texas. Ross Chastain is starting 26th. It says here. God, you know he's doing. You know he didn't have a good qualifying effort. I see Riley Herbst in front of him. Brad, Ty Dillon, Briscoe, Barry, Zane Smith, Ty Gibbs, and SVG to the rear. With Zane Smith and SVG were already back there anyway. Brad's having a season from hell. Brad's on his 2009 Dale Jr. arc right now. Bush Lot. Larry McReynolds looks more and more like the Six Flags guy every week. Dirty air, I like how they can actually explain dirty air. Boy, that just screams to me take the underbody off the goddamn cars. Get those noses to the ground, the ass of the car up in the air, and take the fucking diffuser off. Oh, Mike Ford from NASCAR this week says adding horsepower is something they are seriously going to consider. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, eh? You should also seriously consider taking the diffuser off these fucking things. Nose down, ass up. Face down, ass up. That's how these race cars ought to be. with no fucking underbody and about 150, 200 more horsepower. And you'll see some good goddamn racing consistently. If you could make the wheels smaller again, that would also be ideal. But I don't know how that's going to work, or if that could work. Might just be stuck with those. But this week, we're on a mile and a half, and we can forget about all the things we hate about this car because this car races good on mile and a half. Multi-groove racetracks. Multi-groove fast racetracks is what these cars need. Multi-groove, fast racetracks, and a road course with a soft tire. That's what these cars like. And for some reason, Atlanta. so, so I don't know. You figure it out. Multiple grooves do this car a lot of favors. Kansas kind of races like old Michigan. Michigan's getting back to that point. Kinda. It's getting there. Kansas is a lot like old Michigan. You run all the way from the wall down to almost the apron. Old Joseph Logano got his annual fluke win to squeak into the playoffs so he can go back and win a third in a row. Three-time Kansas winner, Joe Logano. Everybody's favorite Kansas race. You know the one where he airblocked Kevin Harvick for 25 fucking laps at the end during the COVID year? Boy, that was a hell of a day. That might have been one of the last races I watched with Cameron. I remember Cameron being here for that one. NASCAR doesn't want to add horsepower because they don't want to admit they're wrong, and these cars flip over if they get sideways. so, perfect weather. We've been blessed with good race weather this year. Let's keep that going for the next month so we can go to Charlotte and have fun and not have to go back on a Monday. Green, green. My Fox is ahead of my Max, and that's okay with me. I would like to see Suarez get a win. He was so close at Vegas. Trackhouse has a handful of really good tracks, and they're kind of mixed everywhere else, and this is one of their good tracks. Corey Haim's in this race for 2311. 2311's a four-car team today. Damn, Joey had a big slide there out of four. Denny Hamlin dropped to 10th. Christopher Bell to second. Larson Bell, Busher, Logano, and Willie B. Reddick 6. Blaney up to 7th. I think Blaney started 11th, and he's picked up some spots. Blaney's been the fastest car almost every mile and a half race this year. Fast at Texas, fast at Homestead, fast at Vegas. Good at Atlanta, even though it's not a traditional mile and a half. Blew up at fucking Homestead with the fastest damn car I've ever seen. Bubba Wallace just cock blocked his boss, who's struggling right now. I don't know why Denny's starting off so bad. Bubba's up into the top 10 now. And now back to 11 because Bowman passed him on the outside. There's Justin Haley in 12th. What kind of asshole do you have to be to get Rodney Childers fired? Jesse Love's in another cup race today. Can't believe Corey Heim didn't win on Friday. Or excuse me, yesterday. Truck race was yesterday. There was no Xfinity race this week. Chase Elliott 8th, Bowman 9th. Bowman's on the move. And Bowman started 19th and he's ninth. Ross started 26th. I'm watching him in 18th. Uh oh. AJ Allmendinger. He blow up. He done blowed up on lap 7. You cannot make it to the end of the stage from here, so I would probably just stay out. Unless I'm outside the top 15. A Pope was elected off turn 4, and AJ Allmendinger's race is probably over. Looks like he blew up. He done blowed up. Can't believe I slept till after 2. Probably ruined my sleep for tonight, but I really don't give a shit. Hell, Ross is 18th, and they're going to stay out. So we've only got like 6, 7 laps on our tires, so they can stay out. Man, I want some of them chicken tenders that Dominic Mysterio just posted a picture of. Them shits look ridiculous. Talking about speedy dry on. Well, that's comforting. They're talking about how they didn't even put any speedy dry down where AJ had a problem because it might have been just some power steering shit, and maybe there's not a lot of fluid or none at all. I don't know. It looked like there was fluid coming out from under his car when he was down on the apron after he blew up or whatever happened. So I don't know. Guess we'll find out when they come off turn 4 this time and they all wreck. A few cars further back pitted because Ross picked up a couple of spots. Differentiated. That's a big word for Boyer to fucking say. That's crazy. Differentiated. Larson, Bell, Busher, and Byron. Third row is, well, they cut away. Reddick and Blaney. Actually, it's Reddick and Logano, and then Elliott and Blaney on the fourth row. That picture that said laps led on mile and a half tracks in the next gen, and Kyle Larson had more like double the second most laps led on that list. It's pretty fucking crazy. Old C Bell getting the lead around the outside if he maybe. Logano going for a big dive. Larson going to hang out. Larson. Clear. Okay, Larson holds the lead. I thought Bell was going to get it there. Ryan Blaney's fifth. Hey, my final four is right there. Well, three of my final four. Didn't I say like Larson, Bell, Hamlin, and Blaney? So three of my final four running up front. Look at this fucking shit show back here. God, Denny Hamlin's fading even more. Hamlin looks like he's off the pace. I know they pit, but he looks slow. Getting some help here from Gilliland. He was about to get passed by Noah and Zane Smith if he didn't get the push from Gill. Oh boy, Hamlin wanted to get under the 42. My God. It's fucking madhouse. Hey, look, Austin Cindric's in the top 10 again. I think Austin Cindric has finally graduated and become a real cup driver. It's taken a couple of years. It's been a slow burn. He's actually a real cup driver now. Whew. Denny's 32nd. I thought he said his car was near perfect after practice. What the hell? Yeah, Denny blew up last week. Bubba Wallace up to sixth. Blaney up to fifth. Hocevar is 11th. He won the truck race. Josh Berry's 12th. Priest 13th. Chase Elliott just passed Logano for 7th. And now Cindric's going to get him for 8th. It's going to be a really good year for Penske. I know they didn't get the results early on that they deserved, but Berry got a win, and then Logano and Cindric go back to back. Blaney's got fast. Oh my God! 3 wide off the corner, and Reddick came down, and him and Hocevar touched, and that was almost a massive wreck. Would have taken out Berry and Priest with him. Reddick is really struggling now. He's fallen out of the top 10. Sorry, Marty Reed moment. Reddick's really bad right now. I don't know what the hell that's about. Austin Dillon and Ryan Priest look good. Ty Gibbs looks good. He pitted and he's already back up to 18th. He passed Ross, who I'm watching on the onboard right now. I don't think it's going to be a good day for Ross. He's struggling. Restarted 15th, running 19th. He wasn't going forward before the restart. After the initial start, he gained a couple spots and just sat there. I hate to do it to you, Ross. I'm gonna go ahead and switch up cameras. I'm gonna go to Ryan Priest because he's on the move. Switch to Priest's camera. Didn't even make it to the end of stage one before I got bored with Ross's camera because he just ain't doing nothing. Number 60, Ryan Priest. That's one dirty windshield, I tell you what. Where the hell is everybody today? Top 10's kind of stuck right now. Priest hit 192 at the end of the front stretch, pulling up on Logano here. He's passing Logano right now. Still there. Still there. Couldn't get by him. Here comes Bowman to the outside of Priest. Priest ran a little lower to try to get by Logano, and Bowman drove around his outside and passed him. And we're back. Kyle Busch has gained 21 spots since the restart. Kyle almost won here. Kansas last fall was one of the races that Kyle Busch almost won last year.
Kyle Larson versus his right rear tire. Now look at the lap times. Best lap for Larson is a 30.2. His last lap was a 31.5. Damn, that's over a second of fall off. There's a second of fall off on these tires, and we're not even halfway through the stage. That's very encouraging. I would like to see Priest pit early because didn't Priest pit under the last caution? He's picked up a bunch of spots. I'd be the first to pit road and try to pick up some more. He's sitting there in 10th. He got by Logano. Kyle Busch should do the same, I think, with his luck. As soon as Kyle Busch hits pit road and gets lapped, they'll throw a damn caution. Logano's starting to struggle. Cindric just passed Bubba. Tyler Reddick's 18th on one of his best racetracks. Who's going to speed? Chastain and Eric Jones is pitted. 45 to go. Bubba's pitting. This is about 3 or 4 laps earlier, which is good. No way. But say there's a second of fall off. You're not doing 2 tires, Mike. He's like, I think Josh Berry's doing 2 tires. No way. There's like a second of fall off. You better take 4. Yeah, Busher pitted. Byron's pitting. He was top 5. Larson's going to run it. I guess they really are just going to split it right in half. Denny's doing his run long thing. Oh, good God. Bubba got a penalty. He was top 10, and they got equipment interference on the 23. So, nice. It's going to cost him the king of stage points this year. Ain't going to get any stage points in the first stage. And Larson and Bell pit on the same lap. and they'll hit 40 to go on pit road. So that's exactly halfway. There's Bubba serving his penalty. Larson comes out in front of Bell. Let's see where they sockle. They had a pretty big gap, so Priest just pitted. I'm watching his camera. Here comes Willie B. I think Larson's going to hold the lead, but Byron did jump in front of Bell. And Bubba's running Larson hard because he knows Larson's about to be the leader, which will put Bubba tail into the lead lap. So he's got to stay in front of Larson, but I don't think he can. Larson's just so much faster. But Bubba's about to make this race pretty interesting. I'd be telling him, don't let that 5 car go by. That'll make you a lap down when it cycles through. Stenhouse over the wall too soon. He's having a good year. Stenhouse is above the cut line for the playoffs coming into this race. Legitimately, Stenhouse is top 15 in points. And yeah, now they're starting to notice what I said about Bubba. Don't you let that 5 car go by. Mirror drive the fuck out of him. Don't give him nothing. Why are you giving him the top? Stay up there. Although Larson kind of set him up there. See, this is double jeopardy. Bubba pitted like 4 to 6 laps sooner than Larson, and now Larson's on 100% fresh tires compared to Bubba, so that's going to be even harder to hold him off. Hamlin, Briscoe, Gillen, Ty Dillon, Herbst, and Custer haven't pitted. They're still running long. They pitted under the first caution, though, so they can go a little longer. Hell, I'm going to switch to William Byron now because he's right there behind Larson while Bubba's just mirror driving. I'm going to Byron's camera. Excuse me. It looks like Larson did get by Bubba, so Bubba will be a lap down when it cycles through. Larson got by him. And driven away from him, too, so now Byron's probably not going to catch Larson for the stage win. My God, Ty Dillon's second. Ty Dillon still ain't pitted. Herbst and Ty Dillon have still not pitted. Excuse me. Oh my God, Ty, what the fuck? Just completely cut Bubba Wallace's balls off there. Sure, Bubba's thrilled about that. I was looking for the hand out the window, and there it was. 30 to go. Well, Bubba's point situation's probably going to take a hit today. How is Kyle Busch 21st? How bad did he get fucked on this run? Stimulating conversation in this stream today. To catch a penalty like Bubba did that really wasn't even his fault and have a long green run during it is brutal. Brad doesn't even have a top 10 this year, which is crazy. Run with the devil. Somebody made a video the other day. It's running with the devil, but it's just all the parts where he screams and doesn't actually say words, and it's really funny. Back. Nobody's listening anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. Eric Jones just got lapped. That's disappointing. He had a good race last week. Alex Palou's going to win the Indianapolis 500. I'll have you know. Larson was probably, well, he was going to get like a top five last year, and then he fucked up on pit road at Indy. AJ Foyt, that's a man. That's a man right there. What did you say, Mike Joy? Edging? What was the fucking point of trying to stretch that and go so far? Chase Elliott's up to fourth on this run. Oh, Byron's got a problem. Oh, yeah, right rear down on the 24, and he's spinning onto pit road. This will be a caution if he gets stuck here. Nope, he got it going. We stay green. It was a right rear flat. Wow. And I was on his onboard watching the replay. Oh, the carcass stayed on. For a second, it looked like the carcass came off, but it actually did stay on his tire, so they're still green. Wow. Who'd have thought his right rear would go down before Larson's? Wow. Guess I'll stay on his camera to the end of the stage, and I'll see where they come off pit road for the second stage before I switch again. I saw an article this week talking about NASCAR races need to be shorter. The average run time of a NASCAR race has gotten really long. And I'm like, yeah, because you have like two extra long cautions in the middle of the race that drag it out with your stupid stage cautions. A 400 mile. Oh, yeah, and the cars are slower. That also doesn't help. The cars are slower, and we have scheduled cautions that take forever. Two commercial breaks for each of those stage cautions. Oh, Reddick hit the wall, too. He's having a shitty day. Make the cars faster and get rid of stage cautions, and the races will go by a little quicker. You'll be fucking amazed. Texas was like 3.5 hours for a 400-mile race. That's pretty crazy. KFB, KFB. Hey, Ozzy. Ozzy, Wuzzy. Byron saying the tire went down before he hit the wall, so that's not good. Then he ended up spinning on the pit road anyway. Well, remember, Denny Hamlin ran really long, so he's got way fresher tires than the guys he's racing with, and he's up to 10th. So it's really paying off for Denny now. That run long strategy seems to always work out for him. Somehow. Denny was like 27th or something before pit stops, and now he's 10th. Fastest car on track, too. That running long strategy always works if the whole stage goes green. And cup races outside of Texas tend to go green a long ways these days. We were at Darlington. That race was very green. I would probably do the run long strategy more often than not, unless I'm struggling and then I want a short pit. Wow, that's amazing. Larson has a 4.5 second lead in the next gen car, but it is a mile and a half. So Denny Hamlin's up to eighth. So this first stage was a bit of a roller coaster for Dennis, but it's going to work out well for him. You know, Cowboy, if you're listening, I was wondering, what are you going to do when you come to Charlotte for the 600 and Denny Hamlin's wife goes into labor and Denny's not even in the 600? That would suck, wouldn't it? She's due around 600 week, you know. Good God, there's only 19 cars on the lead lap. Damn, man. I said that whole penalty deal killed Bubba Wallace's entire fucking race because the damn stage went green. Austin Dillon's last car on the lead lap with one to go here. Actually, no, he's not. He's already lapped down anyway. The last car on the lead lap is Hocevar battling with Chastain. One to go. Ty Dillon looks really slow coming out of two there. Look out. Credit to Chastain and Hocevar. They're going to keep their laps here. Bad turn four for Hocevar. Here comes Larson. Ooh, and Hocevar's just barely going to keep that lead lap. And I was wrong. Austin Dillon was on the fucking lead lap. My bad. The ticker was wrong. Don't look now, but it's another race this season where one guy's led every lap so far. That's happening a lot this year. That is so weird. But it's weird because the guy who leads that many laps usually doesn't win the fucking race. The guy who leads the most laps and dominates tends to not win this season, but there's always one guy that leads 60 to 70% of the race, if not more than that. Ozzy. Ozzy. Meow. I wish I'd have been on Denny's camera for that last run there. Byron just said exactly what I was thinking. Every windshield I've been on today is like super fucking filthy, like way more than usual. And that was like 20 laps in on Chastain's windows. Like, damn, that's dirty. Hey, how about that? Zane Smith got a stage point. All right. Two Penske cars pitting from the top five. How far will they fall on pit road? That has been the story of their season. Sucking on pit road, but being fast on the racetrack. There was a lot of bad luck and mistakes by people during that long green run. That's the worst time for it to happen. And the race off pit road goes to Larson, Elliott, Blaney third. A Penske car gained a spot. Oh my gosh. A Penske car gained a spot on pit road. Larson, Elliott, Blaney, Bell, Bowman, Cindric, Priest, Hamlin, Logano, Zane Smith. And now I think I will go to Denny's camera for this next little run here. He's right there in the top 10. Hello, EO. She's creeped out of the closet. Hello, little bit. Oh, little one. Hello, EO. Hey, Denny made it through stage one this week. Denny's having problems. He says he can't really save gas. Well, hopefully fuel mileage doesn't come into play. Denny should be all right as long as that doesn't happen. EO. What you doing? You're a weird little cat. You know that? You don't know how good you have it. We plucked you off the street and we brought you here. I think we finally have the deadest NASCAR stream I've done all year. Oh, how nice. They're talking to a fucking moron, Richard Childress. Hey, Richard, Kyle's having a pretty good race so far. How y'all going to fuck it up for him? Kyle Busch is 11th, so solid day so far. Not host so far getting a penalty. Well, he was already tailing the lead lap anyway, so he didn't lose nothing. Well, actually, he has to go to the rear of the entire field now, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Denny's having a clutch problem. That sucks. I was wondering what it was. Like, is it a gear problem? No, it's a clutch issue for Denny. Can't save gas. It's going to hurt him on pit road. Watch Denny be the fastest car on track and drive up to the lead, but he's got that clutch issue, so he's going to give up the time later on. All right, Larson, Elliott, Blaney, Bell, Cindric, and Bowman. That's the front three rows. Equal pushes there on the first two rows. Josh Berry going four wide on the bottom. Kyle Busch four wide around the very top. Staying in it, though. Carrying a big run. Kyle Busch picked up about 3 or 4 spots in that one corner. And Elliott's on the outside of Larson going for the lead here. You take that outside away from Larson, you might have a chance at passing him. Yeah, buddy. There you go, Chase. Restart is under review. Somebody got on the outside of Larson. It's giving him fits, but look how fast he still is. Now Blaney's going to go to the outside of both of them. Oh, Larson couldn't clear Elliott. Can't clear him. Blaney's run on the outside went nowhere, though. You take that outside away from Larson, he's vulnerable. And Chase is fighting all he can to get this lead. Go, Chase, go. But Larson still gets such a good run off the corner. NASCAR says the restart's good. I don't know what they were looking at. Oh, Larson wants to slide up in front of Chase so bad, but he can't get clear. And now Larson's going to block the 20. And that hurt Chase because Chase didn't get a draft off the 20. So now Larson takes the lead from the inside, and he's clear. Now Bell's passing Elliott on the outside. That really didn't work out for Chase there. Damn, Blaney was sideways. And we're back to Larson driving away again because Bell didn't push Chase. If Bell had pushed Chase down the backstretch, that would have been better for all of them. It would have given Bell a chance to get by Larson and would have got Chase out in front of Larson. But Bell, I don't blame him. He was being a little selfish. He has every right to be. But I think it would have been better for him to just push Chase there. Because now Larson's just going to drive away from everybody again. Woo! Blaney's car is really tight. When they go off into turn one, Blaney's car gets really tight. I think that's what killed his run to the outside on those guys. God, Cindric's been so good this year. I'm happy for him. You're looking at a couple of winners right there, Cindric and Berry. My God. The intensity picked up here for stage 2. Oh, man, the 48 are on the outside of Cindric. Cindric pushed up the track. Now they're all going to go by Cindric. He got tight just a little bit, and it's going to cost him big time. He's losing a lot of spots. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Buescher, Zane Smith, they all passed him. Man, this car. Oh, Zane Smith just put the 48 in the wall. I think they're okay. These cars are pretty resilient. It hurt Zane more than it hurt the 48. What happened to this race all of a sudden? Honestly, if you're on the lead lap at this point in the race, you're happy with the pace that Larson was setting in stage 1. You're just happy to be on the lead lap. Man, that was some crazy racing. Actually, that was kind of, well, hey, Hamlin, run him out of room. He gave him a lane. Denny said he really sucks on restarts today, and he apologized. I bet you it's Kyle Larson. Who's got the first lap of the race? I bet you it's Kyle Larson, bro. Bet my life on it. EO. She knows her name now. EO. Yeah, that's your name, little bit. We also call you Little Bit and Munchkin. Damn, Justin Haley, 15th on the lead lap. Where's McDowell? I like kind of looking and see where Spire's at. I know Hocevar's on the lead lap. Oh, Eric Jones had himself a moment there. McDowell's not having a good race. That was just such a fumble last week by McDowell. But that was asking a lot to have McDowell go 50 laps on two tires with the way Texas is. And he was killing it on restarts and killing it on the short runs, but as soon as they ran more than 3 laps in that outside lane, good God, Hocevar almost hooked the 34 when he come off the wall. Not Hocevar, it was Vangesbergen, excuse me. That was almost a horrible crash. But anyway, yeah. Once they run 3 or 4 laps and that resin on the outer line came in 1 and 2 last week, Logano had that shit hooked up and McDowell just never stood a chance. I was hoping dirty air would be enough to keep him out there, but it wasn't. So I cut him a little slack, even though it still felt like an all-time fumble. Old Dennis just riding in 8th. Not a lot going on right now. I'm going to go to KFB. I'm going to switch to Kyle Busch now. See what he's doing. He's running 12th. They're a solid 10th to 15th place car, I think, Kyle Busch. Hugging the wall off of 4. Bubba Wallace is a lapped car, but he's fast. He just passed Kyle Busch, who was running 12th. Bubba is 23rd, first car 1 lap down. So Bubba's actually in the free pass spot. He restarted about 31st. He's up to 23rd, and he's passing lead lap cars. So he's fast. We know he is. He was top 10 before the stupid penalty. Can't stop coughing. I got this constant fucking, like, shit in my throat, and it's driving me crazy. My fan blows in the mic. I'm sorry. It's kind of warm in here. Ew. Larson has about a 4 second lead on Bell. Chase third. Blaney fourth. Josh Berry fifth. The speed the 21 has on mile and a half is super exciting this year. Regan Smith said Droven, and I said felon earlier. It's a bad day for the English language on this stream. Got a battle for second with Chase and Bell. Byron hasn't gained anything since the start. Bubba took off and put himself first car a lap down, and I'm really surprised Byron's not gone anywhere. And Chase Elliott is second. Once again, Chase Elliott is second. He ain't gonna catch Larson. Larson's 6 seconds ahead. Kyle Busch was bitching about something just now. I couldn't quite hear him. He was not happy. Josh Berry's faster than Larson right now. Cool, my phone's charged. Left it on the charger the whole race so far because when I woke up at 2, my phone was at like 57%. And I like having my phone fully charged because I'm paranoid. Because you remember how the power flickered last night when I was playing The Last of Us? Well, if the power goes off, I want to be able to watch the fucking race, so I keep my phone fully charged on race day so I can sit here and watch it on my phone if the power goes out. and this stream's dead. Denny Hamlin's up to fifth. Well, you know what? I'm gonna switch back to Hamlin because I figure they're gonna do that run long strategy, and hopefully the stage will stay green for them, or they'll catch a caution and catch everybody a lap down anyway. Uh, HBO Max, you good? I'm clicking Denny Hamlin's camera and nothing's happening. Mike Joy's losing it, man. They're gonna come. Oh, Denny Hamlin's run up on Bell. Bell's starting to slip here. Back to fourth, back to fifth. Here comes Denny for position. You're right about Denny having the long run speed. There it is. It's definitely come in. He was running eighth, and then all of a sudden he's fourth. It's a shame Denny's going to lose spots on pit road all day. I'm coming. Are you coming? Are you going to come? I'm coming. Cindric and Chastain on pit road. They're telling Denny he's going to pit this time. I'm going to watch his onboard and see how he gets on and off pit road. It's not going to be pretty, I'm assuming. Larson pitting once again directly at the halfway mark. Actually, one lap later this time for Larson. Excuse me. Well, Denny's going to lose time on pit road, but that wasn't too bad. Yeah, he was slow getting out of the box, but it got rolling. He's going to be fucked when they have to pit under cautions, though. That's really going to suck. Green flag stops. Denny's not going to lose too terribly much. Oh, shit. Yeah, so the pit stop was worse than getting out of the box. So that's why Hamlin lost time on this run. They just had a shitty pit stop. They'd have been all right. They didn't shit the bed on the right front. He's going to be about 10th or 11th. So he goes from 4th to 10th. And yeah, like Harvick said, they need green flag stops as much as they can today. They don't need to be pitting under caution. Here's host of our. He's coming. Are you coming? Hey, look, an Xfinity race is going on. There's Jesse Love and Shane Van Gisbergen getting lapped by Kyle Larson. Yeah, Denny goes from 4th to 10th. Not good, Bruno. Not good. 30 to go. North Wilkesboro week. At least they got it tight on the 11, the right front. At least the wheel didn't come off. You would know by now if it was going to come off. Denny's going for ninth right now, so he's picking up spots again. It's going to be the rest of his race. Picking up spots, giving them up on pit road, and having to do it all over again, probably. Hey, there's Cole Custer in 26. Bet you forgot he was in a cup car this year. More people were active in my Last of Us stream at 1 o'clock in the morning than my NASCAR stream. That's crazy. Can't wait for my cookout to get here. Orange milkshake's gonna hit different. Papa John's commercial's making me hungry. 15 to go. Just watching Kyle Larson pace everybody again. Larson says he's got a little bit of a vibration, and they told him that his right side tires were worn out pretty good. They didn't cord, but they were worn out pretty damn good. So they're telling Larson to pace himself, and he really can. He doesn't need to worry too much. Chase Elliott's within 2 seconds of him now, but I ain't that worried. And he's got the curse of, oh no, he's led the most laps in this race. He's led well over half this race. And that's been bad luck for everybody this year, except for him at Bristol when he led the whole fucking time. So, and yeah, Brad's having the best race of his year. So is Zane Smith. Seabell's losing touch with the two Hendrick cars and Blaney, and Josh Berry's going to the front now. Bell's kind of fallen off this last 50, 60 laps. Elliott and Larson's lap times are, well, they were almost identical. Chase was actually about half a second quicker that last lap. That's crazy. Chase is within a second of Larson now. So I guess Larson's backing off because they warned him about his right rear tires, his right rear tire, and Chase is pushing. That would be Denny Hamlin in eighth that they're zooming in on while they're saying, here's Brad Keselowski. There you go, Fox. Double down. Denny Hamlin, Denny Hamlin. Still haven't changed his fucking picture from 3 years ago. Be right back. Gotta go carry my food in. Tyler Reddick having a mid race at Kansas is very surprising. Five to go. Stage one. Stage two, excuse me. Sorry. Definitely not stage one, thank God. They missed it today on the 45. Hell, the 23 is better than him, but he's been stuck a lap down the whole fucking race and not getting any cautions to help. Chase Elliott's under a second behind. Three to go. And there's a mess of lap cars in front of Larson. A whole mess of them. Gregson, Custer, Chastain, and Nemechek. Damn, Barry's passing Blaney. That's for third. Two to go. Chase is coming, but is it going to be enough? One to go. Chase is pretty much there. That's very concerning going into the third stage that Larson fell off this bad late in the run, and Chase Elliott's only getting quicker. Chase caught Gregson off of two there, and that hurt his corner exit. That might just be enough to keep Larson in front. Larson hugging the bottom. Larson's going to hang on. Loose off of four. He's going to hang on. Chase got there, but not quite. All right, now I gotta go take my Visa mid-race piss break. I'll be right back. I really gotta pee. And now I will enjoy this orange push pop milkshake from Cookout. Thank you. Back in the 90s, Dylan, that totally would have been a thing. The Cookout sponsor, if it was a NASCAR sponsor back then.
Join Kevin and the gang every Tuesday and Thursday. Is this the most opinionated podcast in NASCAR? Maybe. Tune in and see. Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour presented by Echo Park Automotive. Jamie.
And Kyle Busch has been running around the top 10 all day long. As far as his pit crew coming into this season, he had 2 changes, and it's been a struggle week to week. But the last few weeks, they've really gelled and found their stride. So let's meet Team A.
Front tire changer in the 8 Chevrolet, 18th year in NASCAR. When I'm not changing tires on the weekend, I work in my son's core division with my wife, Amy and Lucas. I love you guys.
Shiloh Windsor. I'm the rear changer on the number 8 Chevrolet. I'm a former defensive end for the University of Wyoming. All glory to God. Lamar Neal, tire carrier on the 8 Chevrolet. I'm a former collegiate linebacker, and when I'm not changing tires, I'm changing diapers. Dylan Moser, Jackman for the number 8 Chevrolet. 11th season in the sport. First season with Richard Childress Racing. Former middle linebacker. Former Sports Center top 10. To my beautiful wife and kids at home, Daddy loves you. Justin White, fueler for the number 8 Chevrolet. This is my 15th season in NASCAR, and I'm a former basketball player.
Randall Burnett's the crew chief. Eric Nealand up on the spotter stand. I just wonder how fast he can change that diaper, though.
Fast.
It's all about speed.
Well, I mean, when you're competitive,
Hey, Oz.
you want to do everything that you have to do
Larson's crew, still the best of the top 5 on track right now, according to our season rankings.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Ryan Blaney's team made a change on their car. They've been really good today on their pit stop, so held their own, gained some spots so far.
Zane Smith, Ryan Preece picking up stage points. Brad Keselowski, 6th. Let's see how this plays out. Josh.
Well, Chase Elliott finished second in both stages today.
Might go to Chase's on board here in a minute.
During that last run, trying to find a happy medium to get this time where it needs to be.
Ryan Blaney in the 12 said no grip at all. That's his biggest complaint. Said he had a 4-wheel drift into 3, just so loose. They'll help him with an air pressure adjustment, 4 tires. Josh Berry having a great day. Just letting him know where he is, letting him know that his day is not far off from Kyle Larson. Just keep digging. Air pressure adjustment for the 21, Regan.
Kyle Larson in the 5 car just out at the track in traffic a little bit too much that run.
Larson, Elliott, Blaney, Josh Berry, Brad Keselowski. That's top 5. Oh, they gave it to Chase. They said Chase got the lead.
Well, that was a
Take that outside, Chase.
what will happen
You got to take that outside away from Larson.
race, but there you have it.
I'm going to go to Chase's camera now.
Look, you go back to the timing line right there. It was
It looked like Larson had it, but the timing said Chase.
Kyle Larson sweeps stage 1 and 2. A lot of racing left to go here in Kansas.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed
I couldn't tell where the camera was. Yeah, right. Yeah, good job.
I think this shit would soothe my throat and make me stop coughing, but it doesn't.
Go here in Kansas at the Advent Health 400. And so far, the stage stealer, Kyle Larson, dominating. He's led all but 15 laps for winning both stages, surpassing 10,000 career laps led. He's also won twice this year and twice in Kansas. However, worth pointing out, he led the most laps last week and didn't win in Texas. Let's see if we can hang on a quick recap of the race so far. We had a surge of early cautions. A.J. Allmendinger, second straight DNF. Blew an engine here in the 16 car. And then it was a couple of cars running second. William Byron with a tire blowing out, trying to enter pit road. The Daytona 500 winner. He was second at the time, and even Denny Hamlin, who's won more races here than any driver in this race, dropped lug nut, had a clutch issue, and then Larson, as Hamlin tried to challenge him, is hoping to work his way back up, takes stage one, and takes stage two.
Yeah, unfortunately for Denny Hamlin, I think he might have the best start, arguably. I mean, I know Larson's won, but Denny's not been able to get up front and show that. He clearly has an issue. I could take him out of the race. Barry, though, has been a great story. Won at Las Vegas on a mile and a half earlier this year. Had that penalty, going to have to go to the back. Chris, I don't know if he has enough time to
So
get
Josh Berry got a penalty. He's got to go to the back. So that kills his top 5.
Yeah, and the story of Zane Smith hanging in the top 10, looking for that first career win. No driver has ever won his first Cup race here at Kansas Speedway. They've been running here since 2001. We'll be back with post-race a little later. Back to Mike Joy, Kevin Harvick, and Clint Boyer.
Thanks, Chris. Getting
God.
to stage 3 and that race
I remember when Kansas was new.
Had they not
It was new 25 years ago.
with the speed ending line, the yellow line at the end of pit road. Previously, the white line right there where Kyle Larson is was the timing line to reestablish the restart order, and Larson would have won the race off pit road. But now NASCAR standardizing at most tracks right there. That is the speed line, and now it is also the timing line for the race off pit road.
Yeah, and I think it makes it a little more fair as you look at those timing lines and spreading those things out. So, yeah, definitely changed the lineup right here.
Well, Kyle Larson, the best restarter among those who will restart in the top 5 here. 3 drivers took the wave around.
Chase took the inside, so Larson's probably going to get the lead off of 2.
Up into the 1 lap down or 2 lap down in the case of Dillon area. Denny Hamlin was 8th before pit stop.
And then we'll be back to follow the leader until late in the race when Larson's right rear tires are struggling again. And he's in traffic.
Here's some Kyle Larson radio.
Yeah, he's really good. I don't know how to be much better.
Beginning of the run and middle of the run, we have a lot of speed, and it seems like your balance is close.
Kevin, how many times have you told me that? That right rear.
You got to take care of it. You got to make
Humanizes it.
you got to make sure that you take care of that so that the second half of these runs, we're going to see some more long runs as we come to this restart.
There is definitely a weak link.
There is a weakness, but you got to get a long run to take advantage.
Behind, and I think Chase Elliott's
Look out, kids. Host of ours thinking about doing something stupid. I don't.
Lane didn't get formed up very good. Now you
Giving Larson the outside was stupid.
able to hold door to door there with Chase Elliott.
Giving Larson the outside was really dumb, in my opinion. Go, Brad, go. Clear up, Chase, clear up. Chase going to get the lead for now and hold it. Oh, Hamlin slow off of 4. Good God. So Chase got the lead, Larson second, Keselowski third. Barry to the rear with a penalty. That sucks.
These restarts are crazy.
NASCAR's pissed. They ain't got a lot of restarts today.
We're going to see how this 5-car handles in traffic.
There's Reddick shoot down below that 77, but
And Brad's putting the pressure on.
they pass a car.
Brad sees the front and he wants to get there.
Elliott had led 6 laps in the first 2
I'll be damned. Is it Chase Elliott's day? And once again, the guy who leads the most laps. Is he cursed?
reversed among the 2 Hendrick Chevrolet driver.
And sometimes when it's this late in the race, you get behind on your car because you haven't run in traffic. You don't know what the process needs to be, where you need to run on a racetrack, which seam works for you to set up that pass. So it's definitely a tricky situation right now for Kyle Larson.
That's such a good point, Kevin. But look right behind them. I'm so impressed with Keselowski and company on this 6-car. I said before the race, we were talking about it coming over the air, almost in a must-win situation. He might win it right here today at Kansas Speedway. Let's not forget, this stage is 17 laps longer than stage 2, which was 5 laps longer than stage 1. So each of these runs will be longer, meaning you got to take even better care
Bro.
of those tires than you did in the first 2 stages.
Keselowski's faster than Larson.
Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, they both pretty bad at the end of this
Yeah, Keselowski's second, guys. He just passed Kyle Larson. They're still side by side, but. And here comes Bill. Bill, why do you go with Larson?
It's amazing when 2 cars get side by side how much it benefits the car
Wow.
behind them. Bell came from nowhere, 5, 6, 7 car lengths back and pulled right to their bumper. Where's he going to go? I'd make it 3 wide, getting into 3.
also drawing Blaney and Bowman to them as they run 3 wide.
This is as good a car as Brad has had all season long. He's going to give it everything.
Don't fuck it up, Brad.
And I think Brad knows that he's in a situation where he has an opportunity to win a race. And Brad's got a lot of experience. And I think when you look at his points position, he's going to have to win. As you see those cars almost come together.
I'm just going to ride with Chase Elliott's onboard camera the rest of the day.
Going to have to save some tire. I believe that Larson was trying to do that on his takeoff speed here. As you see Elliott drop away from him. But
And Keselowski has cleared Larson for second.
got the job done. I think you're showing a little bit of patience. You called it. You pulled those reins back. Cliff Daniels on his driver in a 5 car. Trying to get this thing down to the end. But you can't say enough about Keselowski. This is a huge turnaround for this team.
Keselowski 11 straight races without a top 10. Kyle Busch 7 straight on mile-and-a-half tracks. He is currently 15.
The other thing that I will say, watching that 5 car run the bottom of the racetrack, I actually think that running the bottom of the racetrack is worse than anything else that you can do. I think the middle and up will make those tires last a lot longer.
Larry, let's talk about Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels' strategy for this final run.
Well, what I'm seeing is he cannot get back to the throttle on the exit. When he tries to pick it back up, he has to play with it a lot longer than Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and even Christopher Bell. He just cannot get back to the throttle and stay in.
And speaking of Keselowski, who has really
Yeah, I keep waiting for Brad to have his Kyle Busch moment where he fucking wrecks running top 3.
won of the last 10 races before
He was pushing it when he was passing Larson.
for RFK. All right, we're going to go back and pick up Eric Jones in the 43 for Legacy Motor Club. And Ad Van Help is going to take us for an inside ride with Eric Jones. Now that pass by Noah Gragson was not for position. Gragson is on the lead. Jones currently among those cars 1 lap down. He's chasing Corey Heim, and the next car behind him that he is racing is Austin Dillon.
And you can really hear him pedaling that car. When you get to the center of the corner, these cars just
Chase is about a tenth or two quicker than Keselowski. Larson was faster than both of them last lap, but not enough to make a difference.
83 laps to go in Kansas. A couple of Aspire cars there, nose to tail. Hocevar and Haley 12th and 13th. Let's go to 5th place. Alex Bowman and his radio.
Either way, I like you being wound up, but we're better than you feel right now, right? So, positive or whatever here, but we got a good car. We've overcome this weekend, so like we're still in the win this one. Still planning on going to your house tonight, drinking whiskey. That's his way of telling me to shut the fuck up, so I'm trying. He can just have his way today, Blake.
Well, Blake Harris, the crew chief.
Kevin Hamlin and Alex Bowman are having a pissing match on the radio.
the crew chief and it's right. They're having a conversation about Alex and his comments and things that he was saying, but Kevin Hamlin feels like he knows him pretty well. Basically, tell him to be quiet.
I will go up a few cars ahead of him to second place, and Brad Keselowski. Read it.
Well, Mike, it's a one half of your story up there at Keselowski's radio right now. Jeremy Mullins, you've got your driver up to the front, told me you could pass your way all the way up there. You have done it. What's the right call at the end of this race now to see
quiet for a while, it's because I'm eating. And the race is kind of strung out. I'd really like to see Chase win this thing, so I'm kind of just like, intently watching to see if anything goes wrong for him. We are about 30 laps away from pitting. Maybe a little less. Some people probably pit early. Either way, you're going to have to go longer on a set of tires today by about 10 laps than most of these guys have, because most everybody was splitting the shit in half, which was 40 and 40. Now you're going to have to go 50 to split it in half. I think Denny's got a car good enough to win. Remember, I said that about Joey last week. You saw what happened. I do think Denny's good enough to win this race, but pit road and the clutch issue.
So Bell and Hamlin now nose to tail. Let's go back to 11th spot. Chase Briscoe. 9.8 off the lead. And Tyler Reddick.
Briscoe's had a really good day today, and as you look at him back there in 11th position, definitely they need to figure out how to just get a little bit better, I think. But even if you're not where you want to be running in the front, if you can keep yourself in the backside of that top 10, I still think that's a victory for those guys.
Yeah, building on a new
Maybe not leading is the best thing for Larson, because the less you lead this season, the more likely you are to win.
We did. And really, we expect it every weekend. That's just the level of driver and team that we've come to expect. Now, we talk about 2311 having 4 cars in the race today. Definitely makes it more difficult on the resources in the shop. So,
Yeah, it's not just Reddick. Bubba as well. Obviously had trouble in the pits. It was an equipment violation there, but I thought that those cars, both of them, have been in victory lane to be better than they are.
So Reddick in 12th. Talking to Bubba Wallace, he's back in 24th. 1 lap down. And you're watching from Corey Heim, who is just ahead of Wallace, also 1 lap down in his first, let's say, official grand drive for 2311. They also have John Hunter Nemechek running in 20th, Eric Jones in 26th. Riley Herbst and Ty Gibbs 3 laps down each. So thanks Toyota for providing us with more green flag coverage here from Kansas with Toyota All Out. 74 laps to go, and it looks like Brad Keselowski is making some small inroads on Chase Elliott's lead.
he sure is. Yeah, that last lap was big time gain.
I'll go ahead and say it. Oh, Brad just wrecked. Never mind what I was going to say. Brad just wrecked hard. How was that not a caution? Dude, they didn't notice that for like 10 seconds. Keselowski just clobbered the wall in turn 1 hard. Blew a tire. He was about 2 or 3 tenths quicker than Chase and pushing hard, and I think he just killed the right sides. I was literally about to say, when I said I'll go ahead and say it, I was like, if Brad Keselowski wins this race, it's the biggest win of his career, given the season they're having, and then the tire fucking blows immediately. So, you kind of got to pit here. You've run 23 laps or so. You can't quite make it from here, maybe, but we'll see. But you definitely got to pit here.
Larry, so minimums, let's go to this. We talked about this yesterday in practice. Minimums that they recommend, right, is, what'd you say, 22 pounds?
22 pounds in the left rear, 46 psi in the right rear, but we know for a fact, talking to Goodyear all year long, teams probably go 4 to 5 pounds lower than that because there's more performance there the lower you can drop those pressures, but you step into the durability range. You step into that dragon's mouth. You're living in it, and this air pressure, you talk about it being lower here, it affects the car more than just about anywhere else that we go. When I drove these next gen cars, this was the place where if you could get that pressure lower, it shuts the back of the car down, and it's a place that is just so sensitive to what the edge is.
And everybody on pit road just learned a little bit from that. This is from yesterday's
He said he was going to blow it late in the run. Took about halfway.
Brad, who lost a tire yesterday.
Yeah, we had 4 left rears and one this right rear on the 38 car right here. So it is definitely, you got to look at that edge. And the hard part is when you're running 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then you say, well, all the tires look good. And then you get up there 2nd, 3rd, the pace picks up, and then the travel picks up, and the way that you're on those limiters changes, and that spike, that load that goes into the tire starts to go up, and then you see things like this happen.
Now, once that wrecker hooks you up, they have to tow the car to the garage. Can't come back to pit road. Brad will not get a top 5 or top 10. That doesn't have to be a DNF. They are eligible to make repairs.
Yeah.
Bring that car back.
Dylan saw it coming. It happened sooner than I thought.
2 days in a row, 2 tire issues for Brad K. Well, Larry Mack, we're 31 laps in.
You got to pit.
With 71 to go. What do?
It's calls like this that make me follically challenged right here because they're right there on the threshold. Remember, the fuel window is somewhere around 64 to 66 laps. Right now, we're coming to 70 to go. Probably go back.
Do I smell a fuel mileage race?
Right there on the fuel window. Everybody.
Is that a fuel mileage race I smell? And oh, look, Joey Logano's in 8th. I'm just saying.
The free pass on this caution flag, which is the 4th of the day. So, who's going to be first off pit road?
Well, you want to be the first one off to get that restart, so we're going to find out.
Josh.
Chase Elliott's been on both sides of the balance so far today. They got the 3 and 4 really good, but he still needs some help in turns 1 and 2 right now.
Oh, bad stop for Chase. Bad stop for Chase. Slow on the right rear. Bad stop. Well, Chase ain't going to win now. Push, Denny, push. Boy, Denny's car is not firing. Denny Hamlin's car is not firing up. Oh, no, Denny stopped on pit road. It didn't fire up. And I think Christopher Bell's the leader.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure it's not broke.
New leader, Christopher Bell. Chase Elliott is not even in the top 10, and Denny Hamlin's not either because his car ain't even under power. And oh, would you look at that? Joey Logano's up to 4th with a fuel mileage race coming up. Huh.
Shake up at the front of the field.
And Christopher Bell wins the race off pit road.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started. Well, I think for this run, I'm going to switch to Joey Logano's camera. Now that Chase Elliott has no shot at winning. The less you lead, the more likely you are to win, and Bell hasn't led at all, and here he is.
Alright, think about what you had there last time. We didn't really change anything that's going to affect your tire off. So, think about what you had, make the best of it. Should be better with cleaner air. Right? Copy.
Save gas, aggressively save gas under this caution. And if you're outside the top 10 or top 15, come down pit road with 1 to go and top off, because then you'll probably make it, because they're not going to go green until about 66 to go. Joey just asked, are we trying to make it here? Crew chief said it's close. Everybody's within a lap or two. We'll see. I think they'll try to make it. But I think you will have people about 30 or 40 laps from now come down pit road and try to make up time under green. Because the tire wear here is so strong, I don't even know if you can go this many laps. So the tires might take the fuel mileage out of it now that I think about it. You restart with 66 to go, pit with about 33 laps left, and you have 30 good laps to just dig and haul ass and make up time on anybody who tries to stay out and run long. We'll see.
Physical as we start to get closer to the end of these races. These guys know they're running out of laps.
All right, so trouble for Chase Elliott. He had a 14.7-second pit stop. While changing the right rear, it appears that the jack dropped too soon before the wheel was firmly fitted, and the jackman had to come back. Watch the right rear and the jackman. And they had to raise the car again to make sure that that right rear was...
If anybody in that top 10 drives hard and busts their ass, it'll be Chase Briscoe.
Puts him back to
Or Tyler Reddick in 10th. And old Denny's going to the garage.
pushed back to the run. Sounded like he was revving that thing awfully high, trying to get it going.
Yeah, and I think that it was going to be a tough task to ask for this car to survive with the way that they were having to put it into gear. So definitely not the situation that 11 team wanted to be in with that clutch issue.
If that caution didn't come out, Denny Hamlin would be running 5th right now with one pit stop to go.
Couple of race rounds, so we'll restart with 20.
But Brad Keselowski just killed himself, so.
Toyota GR Super Pace car goes to pit road. We'll have 67 laps to go when they take the restart. Green,
67 to go. I'm going to pit with about 33 to go. Joey Logano going 3 wide for the lead, but Larson's got that top. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program with Larson. Uh-oh. Wreck behind him, and I think Logano's the leader. Save gas, save gas, save gas, save gas, save gas, save gas. 22's the leader, I'm pretty sure.
It's so aggressive, and it happens a lot here in Kansas. I think Logano got Larson. Really, really close.
Save gas.
back to the last scoring loop that they crossed before the caution flag waved to determine that.
Shit show is brewing.
Go 3 wide, 4 wide on this restart. It may be hard to figure out how this one started. But we'll have a look.
Never mind, they said Larson's the leader. Larson at the previous scoring loop was the leader, so they gave it to Larson.
See the 10 car get
Joey Logano is not the leader, it's Kyle Larson.
killed in 51 and 99, just an innocent bystander there.
But Joey will be on the front row this time.
Take evasive action and nowhere.
He did that from the second row.
You can see when those cars got sideways, those leaders were door to door.
Kyle Larson is the race leader at this 5th caution flag. From Todd Gilliland's view.
Old Ty Dillon just drove in there and wiped out Cody Shane Ware.
Now let's go back to the last scoring loop that they crossed before the caution flag, and there was the difference.
Game of inches.
Kyle Larson to Joey Logano for the lead. All right, let's catch our breath with 66 laps to go. As we watch from Corey Hahn.
Save gas. Yeah, Cody Ware's had a quietly clean year. He doesn't do stupid shit anymore.
Here's an easy one. Drinking milk in the winner's circle is a long-time indie tradition that became official in 1956. Who is the only winner who did not drink the milk in Victory Lane?
Oh, man, you can't do that. I don't know who it is, but who is? I think it was Emerson. What was that guy?
Fittipaldi, and you are right. He's from Brazil, and they own a lot of orange groves. The Fittipaldi family does. He was unaware of the milk tradition and chose to drink the family's orange juice in Victory Lane. That was not popular. There it is. There's there's the quart of orange juice right there. Now before the 500, the Dairy Association of Indiana polls every single driver for what kind of milk they want to drink should they end up in Victory Lane. That way there's no orange juice and no questions.
Chocolate milk? Chocolate milk.
I guess that'd be a choice.
Okay.
All right, here's...
I want Indy to give me chocolate milk.
I know you're doing a good job saving fuel right now. Keep it up. We will be right at the lap of making it to these other races. I want you to be aware that I'm still going to play for Selena. Just the way we see these races and now.
Who's Salinas? Wait. Salinas is a town in California. It's not like north of Monterey.
That's a code word is what that is. Let me tell you, Mister, where'd he come from? Won this race last week in Texas, Logano, and then Chase Briscoe. Haven't seen these guys all day long. Here they are running in a top 5. Well, that's the MO with this 22 team. I mean, they sit there, they make their car better, they grind, get a couple on this restart, a couple on that restart, and then they wind up in position when everybody's having trouble.
Speaking of trouble, Denny Hamlin's in the garage area, and let's watch and listen to why. Remember, he's had clutch trouble all day. Hard to get that car going.
Well, their strategy has been rev the engine up, we're going to push you, and then try to slam it into gear. The gears finally said, we're done. Yeah, I mean, revving, I heard Kevin, you say revving it up and put it in gear. I mean, that's, you have to match the RPM to what that input shaft's going, and it puts it, when you go from a high RPM, eventually that's just a tall order. You're in big trouble when you don't have a clutch to push the clutch in, disengage it, and get the thing in gear. Those gears can only take so much. And they managed it pretty well. Heck yeah, it lasted longer than I thought. Yeah.
So here's the choose from our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. We're celebrating 100 years of an American icon. Goodyear brand. So Larson was the leader at the caution. He chooses the inside against Logano for the front row. Redland, Blaney, Brissett, Smith, and Priest. Busher and Elliott, the top 10. We will restart with 24 cars on the lead lap, including the free pass car, Bubba Wallace.
Pair of teammates on the outside. Can they work together? Push this around this 5 They're going to try.
Every Penske and Penske affiliated car this year has won except for Blaney. I'm just going to point that out here. I'm going to put my money on Briscoe or Zane Smith or Hocevar. When it comes to who busts their ass next. Excuse me. Ugh, fighting it hard over here. So Larson got the lead of the race back for the first time in a while. Great launch. He just completely blistered Logano there. He's already clear for the lead. He didn't fuck around on that one. Larson gets himself in trouble playing fucking games and jacking around on restarts. That time he just fucking took off. The simple approach is the best, I think. And there goes Kyle Busch. Save it. Save it. Lock it down. Save it. He's good. Caution. And he's stuck it. Never mind. Kyle's fucked. He's stuck in the goddamn grass now. Oh, he's stuck. Well, that's it for Kyle. He's not happy. They just cut out his radio where he was cussing. Push, 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 push. There you go. Yeah, they got it going. He's got Gregson, Barry, and Chastain on his outside. Yeah. Kyle didn't do anything wrong there. Save gas, stay out.
What a job he does keeping this car off of the inside wall. Keeping it locked down, and then as it turns off the brake, do some steering.
Lap on pit road because he got stuck in the grass a little bit right there, but you're gonna see. I think they're just four wide there, Clint.
Simple as that. They were four wide.
He got to wiggling whether he was bouncing off the wall or whether he got into the right side of the 21. Josh Berry down into Noah Gregson into almost halfway down the straightaway, out of nowhere. That's kind of croquet. Berry was getting squeezed. He moves to the left a little bit to give himself some room. That hits Gregson.
The physics of that wreck were funny.
Well, we've been documenting Denny Hamlin's race all day. Fast car, no clutch from the beginning, Denny. With that last stop, take us through what exactly led to this point and you being out of the race.
Yeah, it's just I think eventually broke the transaxle trying to leave the stall there. So unfortunate for the progressive team. Just really fast again. Just can't keep it together right.
Shane Van Gisbergen will get the free pass. On this, the sixth caution flag of the day.
Did you guys hear when Almendinger's ship blew up today? He said, "Hey, ECR, you guys fucking suck."
listening. Pretty car. It's not pretty anymore. Yeah, no, I didn't really have much of a warning. I just wanted to turn one. I heard a big boom, and around it went. So it's unfortunate, we're playing to win, and we're right in the spot to do just that, and didn't come together. That's okay, Brad. Thanks.
It has been a heck of a string of bad luck for Brad and this 16, but glad to see them have the speed today. That's definitely something that we haven't seen out of that 6 car over the last, well, really the start of the season. We haven't seen the speed like he had today, so that's a sign of good things to come, hopefully.
We're going to have the choose this time by. Then we're going to have another look at what happened that ended up with Kyle Busch going for that wild. First, let's see. As Larson takes the inside, Logano goes to the outside, and Bell follows him. So that will put Alex Bowman on Larson.
Larson, Logano, Bowman, Bell, Briscoe, and Blaney. Josh Berry's cussing out Ross and saying he better keep his fucking hands in the car.
It looks like the 21 and the 1, the 21 is in the spot where he's got 2 cars below him, gets kind of shoved up into the 1 car, and then it looks like the 1 might have swerved in him there.
Ross did cause that. Ross swerved back at the 21. Oh, you can see it from that angle. He cuts down to hit Josh Berry and that wrecked Kyle Busch.
Here's Kyle Busch's lead. All right, pace car is in.
55 to go. How we feeling about gas after all these cautions? Man, Joey got a great restart. And Briscoe takes Bowman 3 wide. That's really going to hurt Larson's lane here. Bell goes around the outside of Logano. And Larson's got a good run through 2 and clears just barely. And Logano got really loose there. And here comes Bell. Wrecking the back. Justin Haley. Eric Jones. Caution's out. Bell was about to take the lead. And Bubba's wrecking. Slow down, Bubba. Slow down. Caution's out. Slow down. Just go to pit road. Hell, Bubba's car's killed. Well, Larson holds the lead again because of a caution behind him. Bell was about to take the lead into turn 3, I guarantee it. Bubba, you got to keep that thing moving. It's killed. Fucking get out. Bubba, you can't see that right rear. That shit ain't going anywhere. Tow truck's chasing Justin Haley. Four wide, Nemechek, Corey Heim, Haley, Eric Jones, maybe 5 wide. Josh Berry's just in front of him. Corey Heim got loose into Haley, put the 43 in the wall, and there they go. And then Bubba got hooked by the ass end of Haley as it was going around. Going to wind up like Texas last week where we just run out of cars to cause wrecks in the back. Damn Truck Series drivers. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think what started that was Corey Heim, the nose on him, and he got into the car above him.
You want to go with the leader here, right? Or you go outside of there too?
From the accident scene,
I don't know. I don't know what's right or wrong.
reverse all the way around the track to because the rule is if you can drive away from the incident, you can return to your pit for repairs. Now, from the driver's seat, he doesn't know how badly damaged that car is or whether or not they
That
can
time
make
it was
repairs.
going
But he
with the
wants to
top
give him
lane.
every opportunity to get him back out on the racetrack. And that's a lot better
Probably
than
gonna have
if they have
Briscoe
to pick
inside
him
of
up,
row 3, so
in
it's gonna
which
put
case
you at
they
3
would have to
wide.
tow him to the driver's seat.
I'm 50-50. That's your open call.
It's impressive to drive backwards like that.
Staying out.
Shout out to the dashboard rear view camera.
Fuel strategy.
Well, when we had our fourth caution, it was about 30 minutes ago. There was a lot of concern about fuel. We have only realistically barely run 3 green flag laps.
Keep staying out.
Good, safe, and confident now with all these caution laps. We run 12 before this caution, and everybody should be able to make it now, please. But that doesn't
Yeah,
account
pre-race, I
for
think we would have took
Dutton. It doesn't account.
situation.
Eric Jones looks thrilled.
10% sold on that yet.
Everybody's minding their P's and Q's, kind of
Seems
single
like
file,
he'd be
spread
inside
out
row
all
3.
around the racetrack. One
Both
caution,
restarts,
one
he's
race
been
loose.
there. He's been to the apron.
And it's
Which broke
because
apart
these
the lane,
guys
but
know
that's how
that
we
they
got
have
to
to
that
be
position
aggressive
anyway.
with
So
their starts. But
I don't know what's right or wrong for us.
not a lot of give right now.
Or you saw Corey Heim's view out the windshield of what that crash looked like. Let's get his radio.
Right? The other one you can get, use that as a feedback to before you know it. Yep, 100%. Top will take that. Bottom is high risk, high reward.
This race was clean for 200 laps, then we've all forgot how to drive.
Row 2
I think a little
outside.
bit different. I think it,
There is a
but it's
percentage.
just so much. There's not a lot of space right there, and there's so much happening all at one time. So, in his defense, I mean, there is a lot that you have to.
Corey Heim didn't do anything wrong. That could have happened to anybody.
For our situation, I would agree, but there is a chance.
Under caution, wait and see.
That's the right thing to do here.
That could have literally happened to anybody.
Yep, 10-4. Top lane. Got an opinion, Paul? I took the being persuaded. I just told Coleman on the other team I'll take the top. I like it.
Yeah, poor Bubba didn't do a goddamn thing wrong today. Running sixth, top 10, better than all his teammates, right there with all the leaders. Equipment interference, one lap down, followed by a fucking 80 lap green flag run where Larson lapped up to fucking 20th place. And then when Bubba raced back to get into the free pass spot, guess what? The race went green again for another 80 laps. And then he gets taken out by a shit show mid pack where he's been stuck all day since the penalty that was not his fault. Just one of them days. They happen. These days happen, my friends. I'm going to watch most of the Indy 500 here at my house and then watch the rest of it in the car on the way to Charlotte. And then I'll be at the 600. That's my plan for the greatest day in racing. Larson, Bell, Bowman, Logano, Blaney, and Briscoe. Fuel should no longer be a problem. Larson nails another damn restart. Drove away from Bowman behind him. Didn't even need a push. Oh, and we just about wrecked again. Reddick almost ate shit, but saved it. Big run off a 2 for Bell, but side by side with the 48. This is going to give Larson a comfortable lead, I think. Well, we made it into turn 3 this time. Logano just bounced off the wall, endured to 60. Briscoe sweeps down to almost the grass. 3 wide, makes the pass on both of them for 4th. Briscoe was running between 15th and 20th most of this race. Got a mess down the front stretch here. Elliott, Cindric, Chastain, Berry. Oh, Lord. And Larson's not really driving away. Bell and Bowman are right there with him. God, Blaney's car's tight on entry all day long. I think that's what's held Blaney back from having a shot to win this. Just tight on entry. That Reddick thing on the restart going into 1 looked even worse from that angle. Uh-oh, look out. Here comes Hocevar. He's 8th. Well, I said we made it to turn 3. We barely made it to turn 3 because there was like 2 almost wrecks from the time they went into 1 to when they came off of 2. Hey, EO. Hey, little EO. It's me a little bit. EO doesn't like my rolly chair. You don't like the rolly chair, do you? Hell, I'm going to switch to Bowman's on board. Logano slipped back a ways. Bowman, Bell, and Larson are all within 1 second of each other. Although Bowman and Bell are starting to race each other, this could really help Larson. Don't John Hunter Nemechek's 11th. He's having a really good year. Nemechek has had such a good year, and he's 11th right now. Yeah, it looks good to be in the lead right now. We still got 39 laps, though. That is true. Harvick pointed out, he said the two cars that have been really good but struggle late in runs are Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell. They're running 1-2 right now. So if you're Bowman, Briscoe, and Ryan Preece and Blaney, don't give up. Don't give up hope. Larson's running hard right now. He's 2 to 3 tenths quicker than everybody. Larson's fastest car on track right now. I see some debris on the backstretch. I'm just saying, NASCAR. This ought to be a good interview. Larry Max watching Kyle Larson. I like how Larry Max is doesn't. He doesn't do that. Larson's really fast. He's driving away, but that could be a bad thing later in the run. How much tire is he going to have left on the right rear? 35 laps is a lot here. Brad couldn't even make it 20, 25 laps before his shit exploded while he was running hard, trying to run down Larson, or run down Chase at the time. Chase was the leader. He's 12th now after a bad stop. I can't believe Justin Haley's still running. You see the fucking right front on his car? You can't kill these race cars. I don't think Larson knows how to conserve. He knows one speed, and it's go. I've said over and over when he was at Ganassi, the equipment couldn't support his driving style to be consistently great. Then he goes to Hendrick, and their shit don't break, so he can just run as hard as he wants all the fucking time, pretty much.
Maybe it falls off no matter what pace he goes, but it doesn't seem to be like there's a very consistent save strategy. And if there is a save strategy, he's still got some.
And again, this lap he is a tenth faster than Bell and Bowman. Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick have been battling back and forth for ninth place. That's been the best battle on the racetrack for a couple of laps here. Well, let's listen to Cliff Daniels and get his take.
Everything you're doing looks great. You've been a tenth and a half faster than them for about the last 6 race laps.
And they know that. Everything that we're talking about, they've been in meetings, they've went through data. That driver in the car, he's seen all that, and he's keeping that in check.
Your knowledge, 19 clear to the wall, all the way through 1 and 2, pulls off on the little lighter down there. He's up there on this end as well, and he's got a more aggressive pull down on exit.
And when he's talking about driving underneath the limit of the tire, that just means don't slide it. Don't slide the front, don't slide the back. Just go as fast as it can go without either one of those ends sliding.
Well, I hope he doesn't see this.
Driver who has led the most laps has not won the last 5 races at Kansas. Or this fucking season, it feels like. Most of this season.
The driver leading the most laps has not ended up in victory lane.
192 into 240 right now.
I'd say that's about to change today.
Pretty amazing.
Ryan Preece having a great day. Fifth place. Ryan Blaney in sixth. Has closed right up behind him. They are 4.5 seconds behind Kyle Larson. And there's a look at Preece's
And that thing is now, he's riding right back into the playoff picture.
where he would have been already had it not been for that disqualification. Tyler Reddick and John Hunter Nemechek. Here's Nemechek finding his way up in the top 10, at least momentarily.
You hear that? Nemechek's been coming hard, according to Mike Joy. How would he know?
Nemechek's doing a great job, but I am really surprised. It's the expectations of Kansas Speedway in 2311. I mean, these guys are usually lights out here, Bubba had trouble on pit road, but this 45 has definitely not had the speed that we expected for sure. So hard to finish those passes. You see John Hunter on the middle lane right there. We thought he was going to
25 laps to go.
momentum that this top lane carries. It makes it anywhere underneath the top lane.
Well, you can see the distance that he gained right underneath the fence. Well, he gained a lot of distance through the center of the corner, carried a lot of speed, and then lost it on the exit and hitting the fence.
Now they're going to have company because Chase Elliott and Josh Berry are closing in on this duel.
Well, those are two of the best cars in the field. We talked earlier about Chase Elliott leading this race earlier on. Josh Berry having plenty of capability in that car. It's just had one thing or another not work out his way and making a penalty on pit road. So, two of the fastest cars in the field battling for 12th and 13th.
Those two are catching.
I'm really disappointed because Chase Elliott had a great chance to win this race, and I kind of wanted to see it, and they fucked him on pit road. The first time today, we didn't get a fucking 60 to 80 lap run, and it happens when he's leading, and it drags everybody to pit road early, and they get screwed. Poor Justin Haley being out here is kind of dangerous, ain't it? Mike Joy said Nemechek's coming, and now he's talking about threesomes. What the fuck is wrong with you, Mike? Larson's still about 3/10 quicker than Bell or Bowman.
2011, Jimmy Johnson led 197 laps at Kansas. Kyle Larson has just led 199, making 200 the most.
200 laps. That's another race this year where somebody has led fucking 200 goddamn laps. This has to be the most that has happened in a single season in like 30 fucking years. Byron at Darlington, Larson at Bristol, Larson at Kansas. I just remember the Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Kansas finish from 2 years ago where Larson had the dominant car and kind of faded late, and Hamlin caught him and run into the back of him and put him in a fucking wall. 19 to go. Bang, bang, bang. If a caution comes out, you're pitting. I'm here to tell you right now, if a caution comes out, you will be pitting. Give me 4. If we pit, I want 4. You're not going to win this race on 2. Unless you get a restart with like 2 to go or something, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be a tough call. Josh Berry's really fast. Remember, he was what, 3rd or 4th and had a pit road penalty. Him and Chase kind of had the same deal. Chase could have won the race, got screwed on pit road. Berry was gonna have a chance to fight for the win, and same thing. He's 8th now on passing cars. It's too little, too late. Larson's lap times are now falling off to the same as Bell and Bowman. They all 3 ran 32.3s. So maybe Larson's going to try to take it easy for this last 15 laps and get that right rear tire home.
This is the third of 11 straight days he'll be in a race car between the Cup car, the Indy car, and the high. He's got the same gap up front you got on me. Just this crazy. All of it in the country over the next 11 days.
That's just a normal week. That's just what Larson does. He goes and races anything that he can get in.
Indiana and the sprint car tomorrow night, and then it's off to Indy.
Well, here's Friday night right down the road at Lakeside.
Started a little harder, but one on his roof.
Watch this, Rico Abreu to the inside of Kerry Madden.
Fucking Rico Abreu. Shout out to him. Holy hell. It has been a steady 2-second lead for a good 5 laps. No changes at the front.
Good old racetrack right there, Cameron. Yeah. A lot of good memories with that place.
I had a friend who called me and said, go drive my car, and I looked like a complete fool that one night, but I won't mention any names. He's standing pretty close to me.
Here's Larson's schedule for the next couple of weeks, culminating with the Indy 500 and Coca-Cola 600, both on May 25th.
Big month for him. Big opportunity. Didn't go down the way he wanted it to go last year. Gets another chance at it. Don't count that kid out.
Last year here, Chris Buescher was racing.
Never forget what they took from us at Charlotte last year. I turned to Dylan and said, Kyle Larson's about to get Justin Allgaier his first cup win when that helicopter landed.
That Blaney car has been putting down some pretty good lap times.
Blaney's fast now, yeah. Once again, Blaney really fast right at the end of the race. Too little too late. Blaney's really good, but it ain't going to matter. Having a hard time clearing the 48, though.
You were right, Kevin. It was 2 to 3 tenths. He was catching everybody at the whole front of the field. May have had a chance to catch second place. No. Not there. Only because Justin is outside, slowing him down a lot.
If they stay double file, they're going to bring Chase Briscoe right to them.
That slowed him down to 4 tenths for him, 3 tenths for the Persian.
And you see Blaney driving in there, that time going to slide up into that top lane. But when you try to cross over to be able to get back into the throttle, but Ryan Blaney makes that pass.
Kyle Larson's going to start to get into some lap traffic here. Coming back to 7. And they are single back in, run our deal.
8 to go. Larson's finally starting to catch traffic, maybe. Is it going to look like the end of stage 2 when Elliott got to Larson's back bumper and it was too late? Is that what Bell's going to do? Because Bell's picked up 3 tenths on him.
Just looking, hey, if there's going to be a caution, how's it going to happen? And these guys have been
Hocevar is struggling right now. Hocevar just dropped like 4 spots in 1 lap.
Might have had some trouble right there, backing up in a hurry.
He looks really slow. Corey Haim's 13th. Corey Haim is 13th in his first Cup race at Kansas. Actually, no, it's his second Cup race. He's run a Cup race here before, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm misremembering. I feel like he's run here once, like last year. He's having a good fucking race, that's all I know. On the lead lap, and he's 5 laps away from finishing every lap, so that's good. 48's fading. Briscoe just passed him after Blaney did. I'm going to go to Larson's camera for these last couple laps. Hocevar's hit the wall. He has completely fallen off a cliff here with 4 to go. He'll be last car on the lead lap if he ain't careful. Uh-oh, he's got a tire going down. And he's over out of turn 2 right now, I think. In the wall. He's going to make it to pit road. Oh, darn. No caution. Hocevar hit the wall, but got it down off the track and to pit road. Oh, darn. We were so close to some drama. Two to go for Larson. Bell's cutting into the gap, but it ain't going to be enough. One to go for Larson. Probably should have won last week, but gave it away. You can't blame anybody but him for not winning last week. Larson's got a right front coming apart on the last lap. Oh, he's going to hang on. Larson had a right front going down. He just won the race. When I saw that big chunk come out off of 2 and he slowed down, I thought Larson's got a right front tire going down, but he won the race. Bell got it down to 3/4 of a second on that last lap. Larson just barely made it. John Hunter Nemechek got another top 10. He had one last week, too. Two years in a row, the spring race at Kansas for Larson. That's his third Kansas win. Larson, Bell, Blaney, Briscoe, Bowman, Berry, Priest, Busher, Logano, and Nemechek. Well, I bet that right front's gone now. The right rear's gone with this burnout. He had to earn this one. That was a hard race to win. I know he had the dominant car, but it got away from him a few times. All them cautions and everything threw him a curveball, too. He lost the lead before that.
control of the race for the majority of it. Did lose control briefly for a moment there towards the end after the final pit stop, and then a long run at the end. How much were you managing the tires and managing the race at the end there?
They pitted with like 67 to go, if you guys remember.
Last run of the day, and I had been struggling a little bit at the end of the runs. Chase was really good, and so I felt like I just needed to try to be better in my end. And I don't know if it was paying off or not at the end. I was still struggling. I don't know if the right front was starting to wear a lot or what, but I was starting to lose a lot of grip, and then I was vibrating really bad, so I was afraid of right rear or something like that. So, but yeah, great car, great execution today too for our team. Thanks to intercars.com, Valvoline, Prime, all you race fans too for coming out. This is awesome weather to get to watch a cool race. So glad to not win by an inch right here this time, and a little bit safer.
Yeah, he won by slightly safer margin, but it's still stressful on that last lap.
Everybody there.
You're in the middle of what is a very busy month of May for you right now to start to have this momentum and carry the rest of the race through. How does that help?
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to help.
You better be good at Kansas, too. It's a playoff track, remember?
The cars are different, but yeah, I look forward to getting there. We're gonna fly there tonight, celebrate with Caitlin. Happy Mother's Day, Caitlin. All the moms out there, my mom especially. So yeah, it's a cool win here in Kansas, and now we'll try to execute some good weeks there at Indy.
Kyle Larson, your winner at Kansas on Mother's Day.
And Christopher Bell finished second. Best effort ever at Kansas. Those closing laps, we just heard Kyle say he was struggling. You feel like if he had a couple more laps, you may have had something for him?
Well, I was surprised that he kind of gave up on the top those last couple laps and pulled down, but I was struggling just as bad as he was, so I was just trying to get to the end. I know Ryan was coming on really strong.
Blaney and Briscoe were probably the two best cars at the end of that race.
This racer's cam rate was just not quite what we needed. I don't know. I feel like our day was kind of a product of qualifying well, having good pit stops, having good restarts, and nothing really took us out of it. So, I don't know. Whenever the green flags, the long green flag runs came, it seemed like we were going backwards, and there were a couple guys that could drive by us. So, yeah, to walk out of here second, I'm really happy with it. Hopefully, we can be a little bit smarter when we come back.
Well done. That's Christopher Bell, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Let's take a look back at the final restart because that's where this race was won.
Well, we saw Kyle Larson, and his strategy was to go late in the box. You see that gap between the 5 and the 48. What he does is just kind of wait for the 48 to hit the bumper. You see him trying to time it, but it shoots the 5.
A lot of guys had to overcome a lot of shit in that top 10. Nemechek, Logano, Buscher, Priest, and Berry in particular. Briscoe was shit for half this race, but was good at the end. And like I said, at the end of the race, once again, Blaney's got the best car, but it's too late. At least he got the finish he deserves this time. I think Larson was being way too conservative on that last lap. I mean, damn, Bell almost got there.
The last couple laps, just trying to make sure that the tires don't blow out.
Well, much like Bell, I saw the same thing. I saw him pull off the outside wall, and I was thinking, well, maybe
Another good Kansas race. Kansas has not had a bad race in this car. I mean, old NASCAR, if only you could race at Kansas 36 times a year, people would think you don't suck.
that Larson and Bell have finished Larson with 3 of those 4 victories.
Between Mike, yeah, I think we had a little bit of an audio issue. Sorry about that. Mike, it's interesting that between Larson and Bell, they have won half of the 12 races that we have run.
Two drivers have won half the races this year. Parody! Just kidding.
Kyle Larson, we just heard from him moments ago, over 220 laps led, and widely viewed as the most talented driver at the 2021 Cup Championship, and on a roll coming in, and he had led laps before, Jamie, we talked about it, but it seems like he's getting better at finishing races, handling situations, regardless of the track or the competition.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of Larson's credit of his ability in a car isn't just because what he does in NASCAR, it's what he does in sprint cars, it's what he did, in the Indy 500 last year, going back, we just talked about that, doing it again here in just a few weeks. I mean, it just seems like whatever kind of car Kyle gets in, he does really well. But he managed the race, did a tremendous job today, and it didn't appear that he had the best car on the long run. The cautions worked in their favor a little bit. They got a little bit lucky at the end of stage 2 to make it to the end on those tires. I thought that Denny Hamlin maybe had the best car, had some issues.
There's a lot of Shoulda, woulda, couldas in this race. Hamlin, Blaney, Barry, Chase, Logano at one point. Keselowski probably being the biggest. He had a shot to win.
Front row, a kind of a Larson Busher battle, and it ended up being, as we said, in the end, wasn't much of a battle. It was really from the closest finish ever in NASCAR to a wide blow-away victory, wide open victory for Kyle Larson. We're going to hear more from Victory Lane in a moment. Let's check in with Josh Sims.
Well, Chris, Ryan Blaney comes home third, ties a career best finish here for Kansas. But how would you evaluate your day?
Yeah, overall good day. I think we were third both stages. Finished third, and honestly, we were kind of running those guys down quick there at the end, the last handful of laps, and I just kind of restarted too far back and had to make up a lot of ground. It took a while for my car to come in. I think 5 more laps, I probably would have scared the 5 a little bit. But, no, really proud of the 12 boys today.
Excuse me.
Group being on board for Menards, body armor, Dex Imaging, everybody. Really good last couple weeks. Very fast race cars. Hopefully we can continue to do that, keep learning, and move forward. But overall, a really good weekend.
Strong day for Ryan Blaney and this 12 team.
Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. If I end up playing Last of Us multiplayer later with some friends, I might stream that. We'll see. Other than that, I'm not going to stream anything today. But they said we might play tonight. I'll catch y'all later.